Hi everyone, Sirturmund here again. Today we're gonna start our showcase of Law. So over the next 3 days, we're gonna have 3 Law videos coming out, and today's first matchup is gonna be Law versus Zoro. So even though it's OP04, we got a matchup with 2 leaders that have been honestly pretty much the same deck list for the past 2 or 3 sets, right? So hope you enjoy the game coming up today, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the game. In this match, we're gonna pick in Zoro. Okay, do I want to go first or do I want to go second against Zoro? Honestly, let's go second. I don't have any of my searchers, so I kind of have to mulligan this. Okay, we got the Nami, we get the Bonney. Playing the Bonney this early is a mistake because it's possible that the opponent could have access to a Vista, right? We don't know that. So I think I'm gonna go like this. We could take this second. Well, I guess we cannot take the Nami. It has to be Luffy or Sanji. I almost forgot about that. It has to be Luffy or Sanji. I kind of like the Sanji, to be honest. So we'll have 4 done next turn. Now let's pick the Luffy. Let's pick the Luffy. And just go here. We have Law. We have this Bonney to get us more Laws later, right? So that's going to be good. We can take 1 damage here, or we even get a Curly Dadan now. That's even better. Opponent doesn't have another attack that they can do here. Oh, they get the new gate. Oof. Okay, that new gate is going to be back because it's going to make it difficult for our blockers to do anything. That's a good Haruta. Now, we are going to have 1 down open because we're probably just going to go Curly Dadan and Bege. Let's go Curly Dadan first. Let's see what we get. We get nothing. We whiffed here because we don't have a red 1-drop that we can pick. Let's keep the Bonney on the top, I guess. Here we can go to Sits and attack their Zoro. We don't want to play Bonney this turn because the opponent has Marco potentially, right? So we just go for it this way. Opponent will have this Haruta value next turn. There's no, I mean, I guess they could counter out, but I mean, there's no reason for you to do it this early, right? I think we just don't do anything. We'll get this Law down next turn. If opponent plays Marco here, they won't be able to attack with anybody else except for Zoro. Yeah, like if they play Marco here, they won't be able to attack with anybody else except for Zoro. So yeah, so they go for the Marco. You can pop one of the blockers is what I would do if I was you. I have to be a little bit careful, right? This is a lot of aggression. Okay, they popped the Dadan instead. You can put it on the Zoro with your Haruta and attacking for 6. We take this one because we need to go... Okay, so what are we doing here? I guess we're going Bonney. We're going Law, Zoro, right? So we're going Bonney. We have 6 done, so this is 2 done. And we can play the Shopper now instead of the Brook. But I don't mind. I guess that's one reason why they killed the Curly Dadan, right? Because now it means that I cannot put the Brook on any of my units because they're not enough. If I had the Curly Dadan, I could have put the Brook on the Curly Dadan and attack that way. That's pretty smart. So we can go Bonney for 2, Brook for 2, and I guess we just put it on the Law, and then play our Law, etc., etc. Let's go like this. Let's do I actually want to have this Zoro instead? I might choose to keep my Rush Zoro in my hand and just develop this Zoro. Like, what if we go like this? What if we go like this? We'll go ahead and put the Brook on the Law. Before we attack, I want to go ahead and just use this now. So we'll go ahead, bounce this, use the car action, bounce this, put this down, back to center. And the reason I wanted to do this first before I attack is in case that the opponent has a jet pistol. We know that they probably... I don't know if they're actually playing... Okay, they're playing events. I was gonna say I don't know if they're actually playing any events because they're playing Haruta, but it looks like they're kind of playing a mix of like this Haruta plus events type of version. Having this Zoro be on the field is better than playing the Rush Zoro, because obviously we can always get the Rush attack from the Rush Zoro. We will have another law blocker. I need to keep this Nami alive though, right? So if the opponent has a second Marco, that might be a little bit of a problem. Like that second Marco could be annoying. You're gonna attack with the Haruta. I don't know that I like this attack with the Harutas, right? What if I just block here? What if I just block here and force the opponent to attack into this law? If they want to. Like that's a free block here, right? So if they can try to kill this law if they want to, right? They can buff up this up. I do have 2 blockers. A second Marco will be kind of annoying. Opponent is gonna go for 8, and I'm gonna gift in the Capone, right? Yeah, I'll give you the Capone. This is 6. I don't want to give up this second Bonney though, because I obviously have the second law. I could give up the second blocker because we know that we have another blocker next turn, so we can go like Chopper, Zoro. I guess we can go Chopper, Bonney. Oh, the Magra changes things, right? Because now this is also at 6. So this is also at 6. And this is at 6, and they can get up to 6 here as well. I could save it, but if I save it, it means giving up my Bonney. Like if I guess let's go here. Let's give them the Brook. If they actually commit for the 6 attack here and the 6 attack here, then we're in trouble. Okay, if they go like this, then I'm just blocking, right? They will need to have another Magra or no, what's the other card? Not the Machino, right? They will have to have the Machino to be able to actually do anything there. So this is telling me, by the way, that they have access to a Red Hawk. So the Red Hawk is 4K. So this is telling me they have access to a Red Hawk potentially. The fact that they're keeping 2 Dawn open. So the Red Hawk is a 4K event, and he also kills a unit that has 4K power or less. Do I want to attack with this Nami? So we could actually just attack with this Nami first. And if the opponent wants to go ahead and kill her, it won't be able to kill any of my other units, right? So we can just go like this and attack with Nami to begin with. And what I'm going to do is that I'm actually just going to attack with all my units first before the opponent can actually trigger that Red Hawk. So we go like this. Because we can play Bonney out. It just sucks because we won't really get the Zoro value. I guess I could just drop the Zoro, right? But I kind of want to have this Chopper down, right? So Chopper, Bonney is 3 down, right? We can put 1 down on the Zoro, attack for 7. And that leaves me with 4 done open to do whatever I want. Yeah, let's go like this first. Let's get rid of the Haruta. Okay. I probably want to start actually going for their life at this point, to be honest. So again, 3 for my blocker and my Bonney. That leaves me with 4 done left. I probably don't... I don't want to play the Zoro because he's going to get rid of my Chopper blocker if I play the Zoro, right? I'm kind of scared of a Jet Pistol from life, so maybe we actually put one of the Dons on the Law here. And then we just go for 7 here. By doing like this, even if the opponent has Red Hawk, we still... Oh wait, you know what I just did? I put too many Dawn. I forgot about the fact that I need to have 2 Dawn for the Shambles, right? I put too many Dawn, so I actually don't get the Bonney off this turn. Because I just completely forgot about that. We can get the Radical Beam. We can get the Chopper. Luckily for us, right, we can still go ahead and do this. And then we can actually... What if we just bring back this Nami? Opponent tapped out a Red Hawk, right? So I think we can actually bring back this Nami and play the Zoro out. Because I know that the opponent tapped out a Red Hawk. Now, if they gotta get Pistol from life, they can still pop my Law. They don't get it. We'll go like this. We have 3 blockers. This guy here is at 6k, so he's gonna be harder for them to kill as well. They are 2 life, and we have this Rush Luffy. This is their new gate turn, right? This has to be their new gate turn. We know they have new gate in their hand. So if they play new gate, they can still attack. They will only have 2 attacks, right? So it lets me have all my blockers. They didn't go for new gate. I guess they have the board, right? Not to have to go for new gate. They're gonna go after the Zoro to begin with. Let's give them the shopper. Like to debate, because I just wanted to have to spend their done, right? I want to make it more difficult, and I'm giving them the shopper now in case that the opponent has like what's it called, a Fire Fist or something similar, right? Like right here they just did minus 2k, so if they had a Fire Fist, this shopper was gonna get punished anyways. Diablo Jambis, so yeah, so they're scouting for the Fire Fist here, and there you go. We do lose the other Zoro because of that. We know that the opponent has 1 card in their hand that's a new gate. We do have this Bonney still, so we can realistically fill our board back up again. Opponent can still go up to 6 here, right? I don't know that it's worth to save this guy. I think we have enough searchers that we can refill our board. It sucks having 1 less attacker though. I will admit that. It sucks having 1 less attacker. Yeah, so this is a free block, right? This is a free block. I guess, yeah. Okay, there we go. So let's start with Bonney. Start with Bonney. We get another lock. That's dope. Let's go Nami. Let's get Sanji in here. That's our last law. We can go another Nami. We whiffed this one, which I guess makes sense, right? It was gonna, one of them was gonna whiff eventually. And go here. And let's get another Nami, I guess, right? So now we have the 2 for the shambles, right? We have the 2 for the shambles. So we can shamble one of these girls. And also shamble that we won't be able to really get Luffy down unless we just go for the Luffy and leave the law for later. Eventually, I am going to attack with this loss, by the way. I'm just trying to decide when that time is going to be. So we could go... kind of like going 6 here. I kind of like going 6 here and killing their Magra. I do have to be careful because, again, they're going to have that new gate, right? So they're going to have that new gate. That's going to be a problem for us. Do I want to bounce back to Dadan or do I want to bounce back to Nami? Let's go like this. Let's go like this and get ourselves this right here. I was looking for like more shoppers, but I'll take the 2k counters. That's fine. Question here is, do I attack for 6? Do I attack for 6 and 6 and rest this law? I think I can. I think I actually can. I need to start putting pressure into them. If the opponent finds the jet pistol here, that would be a problem. Okay, it was just another Whitebeard Pirates. I need to keep them at 1 HP so that I can start setting up for this law to for this Luffy to finish the game, right? And if the opponent is going after my law blocker, I think that ends up being better for us in the end as well. And we could go to 10 here with the Radical Beam. Or we can just go Sanji plus a 1k. Opponent knows I have the Radical Beam in my hand, so this is going to force their hand to put more values. 7, 8. I want them to have to attack with the Iso. I mean, Gordon, okay. That actually makes it so that the Iso... Okay, no, they're going to go over there instead. So Marco... Well, that's your whole play right here, right? You can't really do anything else. So that's... Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think opponent knows what's going to happen, right? They have 1 life, and we have all these attackers, plus we have the Rush Luffys, right? We could actually just straight up play 1 Rush Luffy. So we could straight up just play 1 Rush Luffy here for 5 Dawn. The opponent kept no Dawn, and I know that they have a Whitebeard and a Josu in their hands, so I know 2 out of their 4 cards. So let's think about how I'm going to finish this, right? I don't want to get punished by a Jet Pistol here, so I think we put 1 Dawn on the Law, right? We play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play the Luffy out. Put 1 Dawn on the Luffy, attack for 7. Maybe we don't even attack for 7 yet. Maybe we just put the 2 Dawn and then we attack for 5 first. We attack for 5 first. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 on Law, 1 on Luffy. That leaves me 2 Dawn. That leaves me 3 Dawn open. And in case that last life is like a Jet Pistol or another Fire Fist, because remember, Fire Fist could still KO one of my characters with 5k or less, right? So I leave 3 Dawn open so that I can play this Bonney. Actually, yeah, so that I can play this Bonney out if for some reason the opponent pops one of my units. That way I still have a target for shambles, right? So yeah, I think I just go like, I just put 1 Dawn on the Law, attack for 5 first, see what happens, attack for 7 second, see what happens, and then we can play out this Luffy, attack for 7 one more time, see what happens again, right? That's 3 attacks, and then we still have enough for 3 Dawn, which means that even if this is a Jet Pistol, we can still play a Bonney, bounce the Bonney, and play this Luffy, and go for on there and just win the game, right? So I think opponent knew what was going to happen once they were not able to really do anything. I'm surprised they didn't develop that new game, right? They were so focused on stopping our board, which I guess is fair, right? We did have a pretty big, heavy board. They were so focused on having to kill our board that they just never found the room to play that new game. But that would have given them a lot of value because we had taken that Zoro to 7 HP, to 7 power, which would have been a lot harder for us to kind of run to it, right? Like I wouldn't have been able to do the same play here that I'm talking about. But anyways, hey, there you go. Law versus Zoro. So hope you all enjoyed today's matchup. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. We'll have 2 more Law games coming up over the next 2 days. So enjoy your day and I'll see you tomorrow.